The Nuke will now face former semi-finalists Richard Veenstra, Glenn Durrant and Chris Murphy will be on commentary for this.
In this last 16 match, a first of our last 16 games. However, based on what we saw from Luke Littler, he's not fazed by the occasion in that win against Ben Hazel. However, it was even easier for Veenstra, who dropped just a couple of legs in his opening match. Veenstra getting the better of Laszlo Kadar. And I know, Glenn, this has been a match that you've been excited for, but we've already been treated to an absolute belter.
Absolutely intriguing game, this one, and this is the one that stood out for me when I got my list of the games I'm going to be commentating on. But yeah, I've been very lucky with some of the matches, but I was impressed with Luke, but even more after that interview. You know, it's just
thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg is looked at from first. Game on.
He just looks so mature. It's, yeah, I'm excited for this.
According to him, despite only being 15, he's
60.
apparently been playing darts for 13.5 years. Picked up a set of magnetic darts as a toddler.
I think he's really 23. He was born 8-year-old.
96.
He's even got facial hair. I didn't have that till I was 42.
Well, he certainly played like a man who's been on this stage many times before in that
100.
Ben Hazel. And even more impressive, it wasn't made easy for Luke. He's a plucky competitor, Hazel. And he took him to a last set, but there were spells in the game where
100.
irresistible.
Yeah, I talked to Ben a lot. He was a bit of a thinker, and yeah, I've chat with him.
140.
Really impressed with Luke, and he looks the real deal, doesn't he? It's, I know Target are really impressed with him, and I think he's going to have many battles with Leighton Bennett over the years, and it could be a real fixture of seeing them two lads in the finals.
46.
In that second set, his winning legs, that was the real blistering charge that he put on when he came back from the break, having lost the first. His winning legs were 12, 14, 14.
58. Luke, you require 155.
But he looks, for me, just looking at him, you know, up close and personal, it looks like he's got that in him, if you know what I mean. Look, it's just a fluent action. It's
65.
It doesn't look like there's many nerves on that stage right now. But you said wily old character with Richard. I think he's even better than that, Richard. He's no one's spoke about him at all.
126. Luke, you require 90.
A little bit. A couple of disappointing bits of Q skill.
Double 15.
60.
And the finish in the last match was
40.
unbelievable. But Richard's going to be a tough ask to beat.
Yeah, and that's game short in the first leg. Richard Veenstra.
Punishing the
second leg is Richard at 12 first. Game on.
By Littler to break the young lad's throw.
Yeah, I played Richard famously for me, in a Finders Masters final.
100.
He's just an absolute gentleman. His wife Monique, they're just so nice. What you see there is what you get with him. There's no airs and graces. He's just a genuinely nice guy. And,
85.
Very, very dangerous match here for Luke.
Yeah, interesting what you said about
140.
Really talking about Veenstra, because I spoke to him before the game and he said he's totally comfortable with all the attention being on his opponent.
I asked my good friend Jim Williams last week at the Pro Tour who do you think will win, and he said Richard, and do you know, a part of me was like, oh, is Richard in it? You know, just nobody was talking about him, but that's the beauty of the WDF
140
Lakeside this year. I mean, you can probably write a case for 10 of the players who are still left in. It's wide open.
41.
Didn't have to
Luke, you require 121.
He only dropped 2 legs in that match. Littler, he had 4 finishes.
Treble 13, do you think?
Over 100. He has gone that way, and he might have had a 5th ton plus check.
105.
Can't quite manage it.
Looks like he's got the scoring power there, Chris. Just looking at, 12 darts and missing a double. He's that will win him so many games.
96. Look, you require 16.
He needs this double 8 to settle his nerves. That's the first time he sort of blew out a bit of fresh air there, so suck it in and get it in that double 8.
Yeah, that's came short in the second
He's got the
lag.
attitude
Luke
as well.
Littler.
You can see that.
Third lag is
Breaks
Littler
back.
throw first. Game on.
Veenstra knows he's in a match already.
100.
See the average out, it's only early in the match, but Luke is one of just 6 players here to have averaged more than 90 so far.
100.
I'll make a prediction that he does that same thing in this match again. He's got all the tools. He's an impressive young man. He certainly is, and it's just so good to see him
60.
here right now. And I'm sort of looking at everything about him: his stance, his demeanour, his actions, and ticks all the boxes.
140.
Already engrossed in this one.
140.
We could be in for a real classic night at the Lakeside. We've already seen a dramatic darting clash between James Richards and
97.
Scott Marsh.
Yes, that was an absolute beauty. That one, I thoroughly enjoyed it. This first dart is just insane.
177. Richard Jericho 164.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's came short in the third lag.
It's all about
Richard
look at the
Veenstra.
sportsmanship there. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing from Richard. Cool as a
Fourth lag is
cucumber.
Richard at 12 first.
Wow
Keep
from
on.
does that alongside me. As Veenstra wows the crowd and breaks again. And he
100.
matches the highest checkout of the tournament so far. That came from Mike Warburton.
See what I did
137.
like though, Luke's sort of response to that, the little fist pump, that shows immense maturity for me, and that was pretty classy.
140.
Certainly lifting each other, aren't they, already? If it carries on like this, we could be looking at something very, very special if it goes deep.
55.
And we'll see what Luke's all about now. He's in a match, he's in a tough match. Richard's looking good here. Well done, Glenn.
85.
I'd heard about this commentator's curse, Chris, but yeah, I think I've mastered it already.
77.
Fans in the house.
There's a lot of support for Jared Cole and Luke. It's great to see that these young lads have got all the
26.
families, friends here with them. You can't buy that support when you're up there, but I think Richard's here just with his wife.
90. Richard Jericho 150.
Slight slip from Veenstra, but both players in similar range, so still on course to take the opening set here. Treble 18. Just tidies up.
126. Luke Jericho 142.
Well done there, Marco. I was count my fingers and thumbs there. Come on, Luke.
100.
Yeah, looked like a very good line.
Richard
but it looks
Jericho
like
24.
Richard Veenstra will take
Yeah,
the
that's
first
game
set, and
short in the
indeed he
first
does.
set. Richard Veenstra.
Set up. One dart is all he needed for the double, and the Dutchman takes the lead in the match and has taken
Second
the first
set,
step
first lag
towards
is Richard at throw
the
first.
quarterfinals.
Game on.
Ah, it's the last 16. Right, come on, Glenn. Yeah, and just his reaction, he's just cool, isn't he? Richard, he looks cool, Richard. Piercing eyes, look at them eyes.
100.
All you can see, all he's looking at is that treble 20.
$140.
I'd love to see the first dart stat for Luke. It means he'll probably start with a big fat one, and the next time you go, look at them averages.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's what it's all about.
100.
Possibly, and I'll whisper it quietly for now, but possibly promising the best game of the tournament so far.
100.
That last game, I know it averages this, that, and the other, but that last game will take some beating. But yeah, they're both close to the 100 average now. I think they're both enjoying each other's pace.
140.
It's fluent. There's no gamesmanship up there. They're just really enjoying the pace together. And
43.
yes,
Richard
it's,
Jericho
it's looking
161.
Still Jim McEwen, the only man to post
97.
three-figure average so far in this tournament. That was in his opening win against Landon Gardiner.
This is good stuff, Chris.
180. Richard requires 64.
But Richard's going nowhere.
Yeah, that's game short of the first leg. Richard Veenstra. Second leg is looked to throw first. Game on. 96.
Absolutely superb stuff from this pair. But Veenstra.
180.
Rightly.
Richard must have a heart rate of about 30.
All the attention rightly on his teenage opponent. It is some story, but he's been the, as you said, maybe understated.
140.
He's a bit of a spoiler. He's a very good player in his own right.
You know, where's he been the past couple of years?
56.
I know we've had the COVID, etc., but he's been to a couple of Q schools. But for me, he's underachieving because honestly, he's top notch. I've seen him so many times play like this.
Well, he leaves 81.
100. Richard requires 81.
Yes, double 12 again.
Yeah, that's game short of the second leg. Richard Veenstra. Third leg is Richard at throw first.
He's certainly been lifted by Little, there's no doubt about that. But at this point, Veenstra is putting in a stunning display.
177.
Double. He's averaging well in excess of 100 as well. And now he's off with a 177.
Yeah, the only thing I'm looking at is how Luke's responding. Just is he shaking his head? Is he getting despondent?
99.
Well done. Keep fighting. Look at them averages.
135.
Well, this is a game that would grace any stage, any time.
58. Richard require 90.
That would have been a good dart last one there. 90. He's probably going to have to stay up. Wow. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's game short in the second set. Richard Veenstra. Third set, first leg is looked to throw first. Game on. 100.
Flyers has been first class. That's for sure.
Not bad.
Just getting over the treacle and
140.
what must Luke be thinking right now? Why me?
48.
Yeah, he's run into a rampant display just to fill you in on how good this performance has been by Richard Veenstra. He's won the last 5 legs of the match. 12 darts, 16 darts, 14 darts, 11 darts and 12 darts again.
Like I said, I wonder where's he
44.
been. You know, he was playing like that 4 or 5 years ago. He playing pairs with Wesley Harms, he was unbeatable. Playing singles, he won so much. And look at this.
139.
Where have you been, Richard? Where have you been?
Well, interestingly, the highest average he's
39.
ever produced himself is 104.38. So he's on for a personal best here. That was in a qualifier as well, away from the stage at a PDC European Tour qualifier.
Other games, I mean, he's looking at the highest average on the Lakeside stage,
57.
He will, yes. The current record is 103.83 by Raymond van Barneveld. If Veenstra can reel off a few more quick-fire legs, then that will be
Yeah, that's game short in the first leg. Richard Veenstra. Second leg is Richard at throw first. Game on.
Flying like he is right now. I thought you might went backstage and actually just thought about exactly what he'd done, but fair play. Still 106 average. Which is
60.
2
more big legs, and yeah, could be breaking records from the great man himself.
100.
Keep an eye on that, a subplot in what has been a dazzling display. And a think
43.
Just get the sense of maybe a little bit. It's deflated Luke.
And that's what I didn't want to see, because what he's got to think about when he gets over, what's
60.
he learned? What's he learned from this game? Because when you never lose, you just learn. And we all have heartbreak losses.
134.
Me more than anyone at the moment, before anyone tweets me that. But we all have devastating losses, and this is probably a big day for him. But what have you learned?
He's
134.
desperate to win the game just so he doesn't have to turn up to school on Thursday and Friday.
100. Richard, you require 124.
He's been taught a lesson though here by Veenstra.
56. Luke, you require
You
124.
need a catalyst as Luke. Could this 1-2-4 be it? No, don't. You're doing fine, lad. You're doing fine. You just ran into a steam train.
56.
Keep believing, lad.
Richard, you
You'd love to
require
get up there and talk to
68.
him, wouldn't you, and just give him a pat on the back and let him know it's nothing he's doing wrong.
Yeah, that's came short in the second
Richard
leg.
doing everything right.
Richard Veenstra.
It's just his reaction.
Third leg
Look
is
at it,
Luke the
it's
throw
just-
first. Game on.
Just no facial movement, no nothing. It's just he's focused, he's laid back, and
59.
giving us all a little treat here.
Well, he could wrap up the match in double quick time, and I don't think anybody was expecting him to race through it like this.
140.
The average still on course to beat the record here at the Lakeside.
94.
Sure, a little 15 data. Probably going to be really close.
100.
Just when you think he's beginning to think, and then he just pops in that treble there. It's a very, very impressive.
100. 140.
Well, it's 9 darts he's thrown. He's down to 1-2-1. I mean, he could complete this in sensational
56.
style.
Richard, you
Littler
require
won the second leg of the
121.
match, and Veenstra just doesn't seem to have missed a thing since then.
Wow.
Game,
And he's done it.
shot,
That
and a
was
match.
absolutely
Richard Veenstra.
insane.